Hi guys, Chantal here from Grounded Mind. How are you doing today? I hope you've had a nice day. Right, I wanted to talk today about perseverance. Perseverance is what will carry you through that discomfort of healing. Because the journey isn't linear, I'm going to do my famous, that this is your journey. And so because our journey is like that, when we have setbacks, we need to persevere. And one of the things that I was going to actually do a different video on this topic, but I'm just going to it kind of blends into what I'm saying around perseverance, because like support, and especially support groups, this will make sense soon. I don't really like support groups, but there is a place for them. There's a place for them because when I first had symptoms before I had my diagnosis, I wanted to know that I wasn't alone. And when I found the support groups on Facebook, even though I wasn't feeling better, didn't make me physically feel better at all, it made me realise I wasn't on my own. And so that made me feel like just that I'm not on my own. And you will know that when you speak to people that haven't got any type of issues with their vestibular, that they don't understand. And so having that moan at that point in time, and hearing people's responses made me realise that it's not just me that is going through this, and actually it's quite common, a common thing. And before I had the diagnosis of vestibular migraine, I never even heard of vestibular migraine. I heard of migraines, but never vestibular. So it was nice to know at that point in time that I wasn't on my own. So, but yeah, at the start it's helpful, but healing comes from now. It comes from what we're doing daily, and it's kind of counterproductive to go into a support group when you're trying to heal, especially when you know that the unknown cause, what the doctors and the consultants will say, an unknown cause doesn't mean that there isn't a way you can heal. It just means they either don't know, or they don't have the research into it, because it's not part of what GPs and doctors and consultants learn at doctor school. So, but there is a way that we can release, and we can heal, and we can reverse the symptoms that we are going through. And we know that because you're either at the stage now where you've heard about mind body, or you believe it, or it's working for you slightly. So you'll potentially be at a stage in your life now where you know that it is your brain, that is scare brain, that is creating these symptoms for you, and it's not that there's anything wrong with you. And so I wanted to just share that while you're healing, that perseverance that you have, that is what will help you get through this. You need to continually look forward. I don't mean look into the future, and I mean your kind of the way how you see life. It isn't kind of like feeling low and depressed and why am I going through this? Because I know we have those thoughts. The fact is that, and as harsh as this sounds, and I don't want it to sound harsh, is that you are going through this. So the acceptance comes in then. You are accepting that, okay, I know now that whatever I'm doing, that my brain is perceiving danger. And when I know, and because your brain is perceiving danger, that's why you have your symptoms. And this, it's kind of, you see that yourself. So you'll go through life and you'll have stressful days where you'll feel it, or you'll have days where your attention's not on stress or anxiety, it's somewhere else. You're with your children, or you've actually laughed and smiled, you've taken yourself away from the norm that causes symptoms, and you will realise actually that they're not there. So the attachment there, the neurons that are attached in your brain have created those symptoms based on that fear and anxiety that has strengthened those fear symptoms, which is creating the physical feelings that you feel. They're not make-believe feelings, they are physical feelings that you feel. And so the persevering spirit that you need to have inside of you is that thing that, I mean, for me, I am a Christian. You know, everything that I speak about is scientifically proven, but my faith is the reason why I'm here, because that's what I believe has brought me to learn about neuroplasticity and learn about brain retraining. And so having that kind of, for myself, that spirit to want to carry on, to want to move forward and not to be defeatist. It's that perseverance that I have had from the start of having this condition, to get through this, and ultimately now sharing it with you. So I just want you to think about, how can you look at how you're thinking about things? How can you differentiate between, you know, what is real and what isn't real? Because the fear that we feel and the anxiety that we feel, the majority of the time, that fear isn't actually real. And so our brains, just because the response that we give to our brains is the same, our brain's thinking something's wrong. There's a lion that's going to come and attack you now. I need to protect her. What am I going to do to protect her? Your body is fully in fight and flight. And we need to learn how to get out of that anxious, fearful state with our brain. And we need to speak to our brain about calm and safety. Our brain will know the two. It will know that there's danger, or it will know that there's calm. When you're eating something that is tasty and you're really kind of eating it and tasting it, and that part of your brain is safe, it's calm, you know, you're breathing slowly. You could be breathing faster but not panicky, but that part of your brain, that is the part of your brain that we are trying to tune into, which is the calm, the safety, the happy. You know, when you're smiling and happy, you can't be sad. You can't be happy and sad at the same time. So it's about constantly reminding yourself that when the fear and the doubt and the symptoms show up, that you need to tell yourself that you are safe. Don't resist the feelings that you have, because by accepting the fact that you can feel a symptom, I know it's difficult. I know sometimes you're like, how the heck can I do this? But when you feel that symptom, it's about allowing it to be present. Allowing it to be present in that moment. Because remember, the symptom's there because your brain is scared. What is the opposite to that? You are saying, brain, I'm not scared. So in time, symptoms will learn to reduce. So I just wanted to leave you with one note today, and that is really just that support can make you feel understood, but perseverance is what actually gets you better. So, you know, it's hard. Support is good, but it's not what's going to heal you. What is going to heal you, and when I say support, I mean support groups. What is going to heal you is perseverance will get you better. So I hope this video helps and touches someone today. And yeah, you know where I am. And have a good evening. Bye bye.